Hi. Oh, sorry. Hi, sugar pies. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. It's an absolutely beautiful, hot day over here in my neck of the woods, and I can finally see the sky. Like I can see the blueness. I can see the clouds. I can see the sun finally. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Anyways, the children have went back to their parents' house. So now Aunt Sarah can get some things off of her chest. For real, for real. You guys, if you have been coming in the lives the past few days or whatever, past like few weeks, I've mentioned in various lives about the wildfires in Canada. We all know about it. It's a big deal, which it really is. Well, guess what, guys? Guess what? We have been being lied to. We have been being lied to about how those fires started. Yep. So, I've done my little Googling, my research, as much research as you can do on some. I'm going to try to choose my words wisely here. Uh, Not very believable. Can be very misinformation uh, these days, anyway. I did some Googling because I was wondering, and I've asked my mom this very same thing, and over the past couple weeks about. Hello, Amanda. I'm sorry. I can't talk. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, there's a lot of greed in the world. But listen to this. Listen to this. It was and now my brother told me this today. And then I Googled and I found the little thing where I made this little snippet thingy that I made the thumbnail. It was a group of female firefighters fighting diversity. So in this case, I don't think it was so much greed as it was, um, oh my God, look, this needs to be covered up because we don't want people to be like, oh, very much that. You know what I'm getting at. You know how it is. You know how it is. Let me look this up and I will actually read you what I've seen. And dudes, listen, I have Googled what happened. I've been live when I've done it. And the only articles that I've seen in the past few weeks were saying, oh, it could have been from climate change or a lightning strike. Yeah, or yeah, for fuck's sake, truly. Hang on, let me find this. And I just seen this today. Like when I Googled what happened, nothing like this ever popped up. It was, oh, it's climate change. Oh, it was lightning strike. Oh, it was, whatever. You just wait. Just wait. Let's see. Canada wildfires started by woman. Here it is. Freebeacon.com. I'm going to read this to you guys. The headline is Burning Down Barriers. Female firefighter conference causes out of control forest fire. And then it goes on to say training exercise aims to build allies by showcasing value of gender diversity and inclusion. What happened? Female firefighters taking part in a Women in Fire training exchange program intended to promote mental health and gender diversity and inclusion accidentally caused an out of control forest. Oh, accidentally! It's an out of control out of control forest fire, but it was an accident, guys. It was an accident, but it's out of control. Deadly ass fire, but it was an accident. Mind you, I've Googled this shit before, but this is the only time that this has popped up. In Banff National Park, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but BANFF National Park. Why would you hold something like that in a national park anyway? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Why would you have why would you hold something like that in a national park? Like, I'm not that familiar with firefighters and their training and shit, but don't they usually have like very controlled, very safety precautions, and it's usually not in a fucking national park? This shit's weird. It's weird. But anyway, residents in the surrounding areas were evacuated and several buildings were damaged on May 3rd after the female firefighters initiated a prescribed, I don't know, burn that quickly escalated into an uncontrollable blaze. Why? Again, why are they doing a controlled burn, whatever, prescribed burn, whatever the fuck? Why are they doing that in a national park? That's dumb as fuck. Man, this live's going to get taken down, guys. So I hope you enjoy this while it lasts, because this one is definitely going to get taken down because we're talking about the truth. We're talking about things that are being, I don't know. Well, it's been hidden. It's been hidden from us until now for some reason. Now the truth is out for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why, but as I always say, the truth always does come out eventually. But anyway, right, because it's planned. There's no accidents within delusion. Yep. When it comes to shit like this, there's always a motive. Always. It pisses me off, though, as an American citizen, because we are also being affected by you dumbasses up there. And not the citizens, private citizens up there, because I know some of you are from there and you're private citizens. I'm not talking about you guys. You guys are very much victims of this shit, too. Very much. Very much so. The private citizens of Canada and the citizens of America are having to deal with this bullshit when we go outside, because we can't even breathe the fucking air because of this stupid shit, these dumbass bitches, and whoever put them up to this shit. That's what pisses me off. We need oxygen to fucking breathe. We need oxygen to live. Yeah, I love my golden. Yeah, California, they always have a lot of yeah, and some gender, that's another thing there's like all kinds of causes from, wildfires and stuff like that. California is very prone to it, as we all know, because it's very dry over there, stuff like that. Wildfires are, crazy over there, and then you got the Santa Ana winds and stuff like that, and that, I mean, it's horrible nonetheless. But yeah, the stupid ass gender reveals, they can cause wildfires as well. There's a lot of things that, flicking a cigarette out the window can cause a wildfire if it's real dry. But these are actually uh, female wannabe firefighters practicing and starting an out of control. This that It had to have been. This had to be. It had to have been a plan. Just like the shit that happened with the chemicals being burned. Our air quality is being fucked with. They're trying to unalive people. Sorry, but they are. They're fucking with our food, they're fucking with our water, and we know who they are. I'm not going to say it, even though this video is probably going to get in trouble. Yes, damn it. I should run for president, but I'm really not that smart. Well, I'm smarter than old JB. I'm smarter than JB. So, you know what? Next election, you know who I'm voting for? You know who I'm voting for my damn self. But no, dude, seriously, our food's being compromised. Our water is being compromised. The fucking air that we breathe is being compromised. And we know who's doing it. They're using the little people, such as, the it's like a ladder. There's rungs, and the people at the top of the rungs, or whatever you call them. I think it's called rungs, aren't they? I don't know. But the people at the top of the ladder, the schmoverment, we know who they are. I just call them they. They are using the lower rung, It is. It's just like a food chain, man. Or, like the firefighters, the police, the doctors, such like that, whatever. Using these people to, initiate these procedures to compromise our sources of living. And then you got us, private citizens. We're at the bottom of the barrel. And we can't do fucking shit about it, dudes. There's nothing we can do about it. People say, go vote, go vote. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Your votes don't fucking matter anymore. It's just like Shmaria. It's just like over there. Oh, it's a democracy. No, it's not really. It's not really a democracy when your votes don't count, because they're gonna find a way to put whoever they fucking want in quote unquote power. Oh yes, how are the babies doing? Yes. I forgot your dog had babies. I hope they're getting big and adorable. Anyway, let me read the rest of this here. Yeah, and this was posted, I do believe, yeah, May 8th, 2023. This article was posted clear in May. And I'm just now reading this anyway, and I'm just now hearing about this. I knew it wasn't climate change, but they love to say, oh, well, it's climate change. Ooh. Dumbasses. Anyway, Banff National Park is in Canada. where South American migrants have been fleeing to escape the lawless squalor of America's big cities. What? Lawless squalor of America's big cities. Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. Something just clicked in my brain. Oh my gosh, she had 16. They are all white and so oh my gosh, fluffy little cuties. Oh. You just want to cuddle them and kiss them. Oh, so cute. So, these illegal immigrants, schmiggerant, whatever. This video is getting taken down, dude. We're gonna get so much trouble. Well, you guys aren't, but I am. I don't care. I don't care. So the illegals, we all know who they are, flooding America, that were being bussed off to the sanctuary cities, and then the far lefty people in charge there were going, oh, we don't have the resources for this. No, we don't. So they're shipping them off. Sounds like it, but from this right here that I'm reading, they must be shipping off to Canada. Those idiots that are like, oh yes, come to America, no borders, come to America, all do, everybody come on. But then they see the truth when they're being shipped to these sanctuary cities that they run, these they people. And they're like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Crime rate's probably going up. Oh, I don't even want to get into details about that, but oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh, let's just send them all to Canada. Let's just ship them off to Canada. Because Canada's just as bad as America these days. I'm sorry, guys. Not the citizens of Canada. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they people. Your they people are fucked up. Just as bad as here in America. Probably working together, honestly. Let's be real. Your they people are as bad as our they people. Wow. The lawless squalor of America's big cities. No, you want to know why it's become lawless squalor is because of those people being there. Those people, people who are flooding our country, that are getting benefits that our veterans on the streets that are homeless aren't getting, that children on the streets that are homeless aren't getting, disabled people, regardless, homeless on the streets aren't getting the same benefits that those people down there that are flooding our country are getting. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so mad about this. I'm so mad about this. And nobody ever fucking talks about it on here because everybody wants to talk about, oh, who's doing this and who's talking about me and oh, this person said this and who what the fuck ever. Who cares what these idiots are doing? Let's talk about what really matters. And if we get in trouble, oh well. Oh well. Find another way. We'll find another way to talk about this shit. Because we know YouTube. Come on. We all know if you speak the truth, if you speak out against the they people, if you speak out against them, you get silenced. That's how it is. I try to be as cryptic as possible and talk in code and stuff, but it doesn't really sometimes. I'm not very good at that because I get so mad. Man, there's so many birds in the yards, guys. Anyway, let me read the rest of this. I've never had gov help, even single, before we got married. That's why a lot of people don't marry, is they let the schmoverment hold them down because yeah, and that's true. That is true. I mean, we've had to growing up. My mom, well, she was a single parent, so, and my dad didn't. He paid child support, but it was like nothing extravagant. But growing up, I remember a few times we had to get food stamps. But my mother, she wasn't one, like you said. Some people live off they people, they live off of it. And I'm sorry, but that's not a career. If you use it to, help you out, use it in the right way to help you out, to get you on your feet, and which is how mother did it. That woman, I've talked about her before. She's always been a hard ass working woman. But I remember we had to get on the little feeder cart a couple times before. What? Yep, that is true. That is true though, because uh, perfect example is my friend Trish. She divorced her first husband, and she's with this other guy, and she was getting her food, her food card or whatever. And then once they got married, boom, goodbye fooder card. It's the ones that who take advantage give the rest. Yep, exactly, Amanda. It's good for those who actually are trying and need it exactly. It's good for those who use it in the right way, to give yourself a little bit of help, to just, a little bit of help until you can get back on your feet again. You know, it's not made to be a career choice, but people are, oh, so annoying. But anyway, let me read the rest of this. What they are saying. Days before the conference, local news outlets were celebrating the Women's Fire Conference for its efforts to break down barriers in a male dominated industry. Oh, dear God. Are you kidding me? Firefighting, like being a firefighter, anybody can be a firefighter. It's always been that way. Isn't it like a voluntary thing? You go volunteer to be a firefighter and you get your training and stuff. It's just I don't think women particularly want to do that. I mean, there of course there's plenty that do want to and that are, but they act like they're being discriminated against, and they're not. Women are not. Dudes, I don't give a fuck, man. You can agree or disagree with me on this, but women are not as fucking oppressed as they think they are. Sorry, not sorry. Back in the day, yeah, when women weren't allowed to vote and stuff like that, people are acting like it's the fucking 1950s these days or something. Women have absolutely every fucking privilege that a fucking man does these days. Anybody of any skin color has every privilege these days. You can't use that card anymore, people. We're in 2023. Everybody can. It don't matter what your skin color is, what gender you are. You can do anything you want to do. Holy God, this is so annoying. The 12-day training program was described as an opportunity to engage participants of all different genders. All different genders. I thought it was just for women. all different genders, ethnic, and racial backgrounds to explore the growing role of women in fire management. Why is that even a thing? Who fucking cares? I'm sorry, ladies. We are not as discriminated against as some of y'all think we are. We have every opportunity that a man does these days. I can go be a firefighter. You can go be a firefighter if you want. You can go be a doctor. You can go be a fucking lawyer. You can go be a construction worker or a truck driver. Perfect. My mom's a truck driver. That's male dominated, isn't it? When are we going to have a women's truckers thing? You know what I mean? Like, that's male dominated. Quote, male dominated. Anyway, Jane Park, the female fire management specialist, that's in quotes, who helped organize the conference, described the group of women who accidentally started the forest fire as the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. If they were the, and this is in quotes as well, cream of the crop, then how did this uncontrollable fire start in a national park? How did it start then? If they're the cream of the crop, then how did it start, Jane? A former grad school ski bum, Park said the training program was an opportunity for female firefighters to showcase the value, in quotes, of diversity, in quotes, in order to build allies, in quotes, among men and people who are in the majority. And that's in quotes too. Wait, 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 wait. This is the dumbest shit that I have ever heard in my life. This is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard. Men and people who are in the majority. What in the actual fuck does that mean? Aren't women in the majority too? I mean, oh dear God in heaven. I feel more stupid having read that. Oh my God. Bottom line. And then there's a little picture of Smokey the Bear. And it says, remember, only men can prevent forest fires. And there's a little that doesn't make any sense, but okay at all. And then when you have see right here, how did Canadian wildfires get started? The wildfires are believed to have been caused either by lightning, as in the case of Quebec, or accidentally by human activity. But it doesn't tell you what human activity. 3 days ago on CBS News, let's read this on CBS News. How did the Canadian wildfires start? A look at what caused the fires that are sending smoke across the US. Over the past 6 weeks, hundreds of out of control wildfires have spread across Canada, causing mass evacuations and burning through millions of acres. While the Canada wildfire season runs from May through October, such destruction this early in the season is rare. Exactly. Because it was done on purpose. Canada is on track to have its most destructive wildfire season in history. Oh, that's lovely. How convenient for the United States. You know, we get to breathe that shit in. This Canadian crisis has not been limited to the Great North. Smoke from the fires has spread across a large portion of the US, affecting air quality for millions as the fires rage on without signs of stopping. Oh yeah, isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? Considering that we as humans need oxygen to breathe. What caused the Canadian wildfire? Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. This is what caused the Canadian wildfires, um, according to CBS News. Warm and dry conditions are like kindling for wildfires. Much of Canada, like the rest of the North America, has experienced record heat and drought recently as climate change continues to warm the planet. CBS News. That's CBS News. Oh, blaming climate change when we just read an article that told us the truth about female firefighters fighting diversity that started it in a national park, more than likely on purpose. Hello, Eric. Good to see you again. Just buy some menthol filters and you can go outside and smoke there. Right? Oh, goodness. This is freaking ridiculous. And it's really annoying and it pisses me off because why not just tell the truth about what happened? You want to know why they won't tell the truth about what happened? There's a couple things. A, it was done on purpose. B, it was a feminist type thing, obviously, and they don't want to have egg on their face and prove that, oh, in a man dominated profession such as firefighting, men are better for the job. I think possibly it's a little bit A and B, honestly. Why? Again, why would you hold a firefighting thingy majig, whatever the fuck it was called? They called it a conference. What the hell? Why was there even like I don't know. But why would you hold something like that in a national forest? A derp during wildfire season. Guys, remember the train wreck here in Ohio? Well, there's train wrecks all over the country. But remember we talked about the train wreck here in Ohio and they burned dangerous chemicals and now they're trying to say it's not affecting that area. But we've seen videos of the water, has like, when oil gets mixed with water, it has that like rainbowy color and it's like you can see it, you can see the difference. We'll just put it that way. And there was dead fish all over the place and stuff like that. They're fucking with our water, they're fucking with our food, and they are fucking with our air that we breathe, that we need. Because we can figure out ways to get our own food and filter our own water. We can, as a human race, we have evolved to where we can, find alternatives to that. We can grow our own gardens. We can hunt, hunter gatherer type shit out in the woods. We can filter our own water. I mean, I watched enough Naked and Afraid to know how to filter some water. But guess what? Well, I guess we can filter our air from inside of our homes. But guess what? We can't control outside our air quality. As a woman, I don't even like women in leadership. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Amanda. I mean, uh, as a woman too, I must say, I feel more comfortable with men leadership, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm getting what you're saying. Like when Trump and Hillary were running against each other. I really don't give a fuck if we have a woman president. That's not. I'm not one of those extreme weird feminists that screams from their vaginas type or whatever. I'm not like that. I was like, I don't know. I can't exactly tell you why, but I feel more comfortable having a male in a leadership position. But not the current male, JB with his dementia, 80-year-old ass. Filtering air is tough. It could be done too. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, obviously. I don't know how to filter air. But yeah, you're right. It can be done, but I don't think we could like filter outdoors. You know what I mean? I don't know if we could do that. It's just so weird because we had, remember the pandemic, remember? Stay in your houses, everybody. Oh my God, you're gonna die. Stay in your houses. Ah, isn't that kind of like how it is now? Oh my God, we gotta stay in our houses. We can't breathe outside. Ah, it's like, why do you want to confine us to our homes so badly? I don't know, guys. It would be some sort of painter's mask. Yeah, there you go. Like those fucking masks that everybody was wearing. Not to just regular little cloth ones that don't help for anything. But the damn, what are they called? They have a certain name, like it's like some numbers and some letters. My mom had to wear them when the Schmovid bullshit was going on and her work. C92 or some shit. I can't remember, but yeah. N95. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Eric. Oh, the one where I can't even get a job with my degree because I won't get shot up. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Amanda. Exactly. That's perfect. Amanda here. I can't remember. Like you have like a nursing type thing, don't you, or something like that. But yeah, just because you don't want to get the good old jabby jab jab, you can't work in your chosen profession because you don't want to get jabby jab jabbed by that shit. Your body, your choice, right? I thought it was your body, your choice. But I guess that's only if you want to, kill a baby. It's your body, your choice. If you want to murder a child, which, guys, I know people in my family that have had. Good. I highly recommend you never get it. I really do. I highly recommend you never get it because I know somebody who got it and she had what happened to her? She had a stroke or something. And she said that they found the weird things floating in her brain. And I was like, that's fucking weird. And I mean, they didn't say, of course, they didn't say it was because of that, but it just made me think, you know, I'm still alive. So exactly. Exactly. Yes. High five. Good. I highly recommend nobody gets a jabby jab jabbed. But yeah, it looks like CBS News is, you know, blaming it on climate change. Dry, hot weather also breeds more lightning. It's lightning and climate change. How is the weather that harsh up there? Like, it's been quite mild around here, honestly. I don't know. I guess it can be quite different. Like, even a state over it can be different. You know what I mean? That just really pisses me off because something they did is affecting us. And not when I say they, I don't mean the private citizens of Canada. This is not you guys' fault. You guys are just as much victims, if not more. You know, they. You know who I mean when I say they. Oh Lord, there's a new bird flu they're going to freak out about in the coming months. Oh, you know what? When I hear stuff like that, I don't even get like up in arms about it anymore. I'm just like, oh God, here we go again. Here we go again. And that's how, the fear mongering just really annoys me with these people. Like, I don't want to live in fear. And I refuse to live in fear. I'm not going to be afraid of anything. Because when it's my fucking time to go, it's my time to go. When my mission here on earth is complete and I am called home to be with my loved ones that have passed and my ancestors that I've never even met before, when I am called home to be with them, hey, I'm going. It's my time. And that goes for all of us. And it's not a religion thing. Let me reiterate that. It's not a religious thing. It's just how it is. When it is your time, when it is your time to go be home with your loved ones past, your ancestors and shit, go be one with them again, or for the first time ever, when it is your time to go home to be with them, it's your time, and there's nothing that's going to stop that. And that is why I'm not afraid. I was never afraid of the pandemic bullshit. I was never afraid of it. The schmovid. I was never afraid of that. I'm not afraid of any of these stupid things. I'm angry because it's being pushed upon us by they. I'm angry that they, the people in quote power, are who are supposed to be like batting for us, supposed to want good for all of us, are trying to unalive us, basically. I'm mad that we can't trust them. I'm mad that this feels like we're not even a free country anymore. I have been known to hatch chickens in my bedroom. If anyone is going to get bird flu, it will be, yeah. Right. I'm not laughing at that. It's not funny, but it's just, yeah. Well, if you get some symptoms, you let us know. Oh, goodness gracious. You want to know what? I wonder if they're saying, oh, there's going to be bird flu because of all the birds that are escaping from the wildfires in Canada, because there has been an influx. I was just talking about this yesterday. Amanda, you was here when we were talking about that, about how all these wildfires are probably pushing all the wildlife out of the um, forest and shit like that. You saw a new kind of bird yesterday? Yeah. See, I like there's these little black fuckers and they're like black and Like I know I forget what they're called because I looked up what they were called, but they're black and they like have this metallic blue look about them. And I've never honestly paid attention to see if they. I mean, I've never noticed them. I'm more into like bird watching nowadays than I used to be. I know I sound like an old lady, but I've never really noticed them around here before. But lately, there's been a lot of different birds, and it makes you think, doesn't it? It's like maybe they're gonna be like, oh, where's the bird flu? Because they knew that all these birds are being pushed out of the forests of Canada and shit, and they're migrating down here to United States to fucking get away from that shit. I don't know. It looks like something you'd buy in an exotic pet store with all kinds of. Oh, really? That's interesting. Hmm. We've had like quite an influx of birds around here lately. Like as I'm sitting here right now looking out the window, there's a shit ton of birds flying around, and there was a bunch pecking at the grass, whatever. And then they all flew into the bush, and were sitting in the bush in my yard, and now they're all like flying all over the place, eating little berries and seeds out of the yard. We get these little tiny, like wild strawberry looking little things in the yard, and they really show up after you mow. But let's go outside and chat for a minute. We'll go outside and chat for a second. Have a little sesh since the bebes are gone. The bebes. You ever watch Schitt's Creek? Oh my god, that was like my favorite show. Bebe, you don't know how to take care of a bebe. Oh my god, David. I love that show. That was my favorite. Oh, good thing it wasn't on my ugly face when I turned that on. I lost like 5 squash due to not getting pollinated, but there are all kinds of biting flies and wasps and stuff. No pollinators. Ain't that's fucked up? Ain't that crazy? See, this crazy shit, man. And let this be known right now, Eric, Amanda. I don't know if you're here right now or if it's just Eric, but let this be known right now. Keep an eye on this video. If it disappears, you know what happened. It ain't gonna be because I voluntarily deleted it. It's gonna be because, you know, you already know. I think the pollinators are landing on poison crops and selectively killing only the good insects. That your hypothesis, I would not argue. I would not argue that. And I've never thought of that, but that is a good that's a good hypothesis there. See, these people think we're stupid. They think we're stupid. Isn't it funny how they think we're stupid, but we're not? I mean, actually, let me think about that for a minute because there are some pretty stupid people. Anybody who trusts everything that these media outlets like CBS and shit like that, CNN, whatever, uh, force feed us, spoon feed us. Uh, you trust anything that they say. I question your intelligence. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh my god, this video is so gonna get in trouble. Ow, my knee. I'm gonna get in so much trouble, you guys. I don't care. I really give no fucks. All right, I'm gonna have a pee break real quick, and then we're gonna go out on the porch and have a porch sesh and continue to talk about whatever we want. So give me 2.5 seconds. Well, less than 2 minutes. I'm going to have a pee break and then I'll be right back with you. Don't go nowhere. All right, I'm back. Yes, let's have a little sesh real quick. Hang on, I'm going to weigh myself. Damn it. It's the same. I'm doing everything I can and it's just staying the same. I guess it's not going up, so that's good, but ugh, it isn't moving. All right, babes, let's go outside, have a little break. Oh, dear God in heaven, is it humid? Holy guacamole, it's humid outside. I want to get some sun, but the sun is not in the right spot for me to get any. Oh, I hate you, tree. If this tree wasn't here, I could get plenty of sun. Guess I'll just move this over here. Oh, there we go. I've been wanting to get some sun so badly. It is stupid hot in Oklahoma for the last 3 days. 110. Ooh, ouch. 110, that is far too hot for your girl. I think right now, I don't know how hot it is. Hang on, let me check with the weather real quick. See how. Dude, there's no way it's 81 degrees out. It's hotter than it was yesterday. But the humidity is worse today than it was yesterday. Like yesterday it felt great out here. It was like I think it was like 83 or something. People looking at this land for sale across from me. 96 feels like 104 right now. Whoo! I do not envy you, darling. I do not envy you. I would be melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. No, it's funny. There's this little piece of land for sale across the way, and It finally dropped down a little bit. It was like they wanted 50,000 for it, I think, to begin with. And this is a tiny little piece of land. It's maybe a fourth of an acre, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good with stuff like that, but it is like little. It's littler than the piece of land that my place sits on. You know what I mean? This where I live. And of course it has a well and septic or whatever. Yeah. And that's good, but they are not going to get that much. I'm sorry, but they're not. I think they dropped it down to 46,000 and I don't even think they're going to get that. Cheap land here is, oh wow. It's crazy here in Ohio, dude. Like for real. It's wild. But I think it dropped. They're they're not going to get 46,000. They'll be lucky to even get 40,000, honestly. It's just so little and it's like, dude, are you serious? Me and my mom was talking and she goes, if they had it for 30,000, 35 at the most, she goes, I'd buy that shit. Uh, build or put one of those refurbished double wides on there. There's this place where we got this place. I mean, this is a brand new one. This isn't a refurbished one, but they have refurbished old double wides and stuff that they gut it and redo the inside and everything. And you can get them for cheap. I mean, as cheap as a double wide could get. And you can get them pretty cheap. Slap one of them down on that bitch. A football field is 1.3 acres if you need a reference. Okay, so let me think here. It's not quite as big as a football field. Close, but not quite a football field. It might be two-thirds of a football field, possibly. I burnt my finger. That really hurt. Oh. Thank God I have you on here, Eric, because I don't know what the hell. There's a lot of things that I'm not very educated on, and I rely on you guys. Like Amanda, I rely on her for a lot of things too. You guys, you guys are the other parts of my brain that I'm missing. You guys have chiggers there. I went walking last night and got destroyed by those invisible fuckers. I think we do. I I don't know. I think I've heard my brother like bitch about him because he's an outdoorsman. Like he's a very avid outdoorsman. Like he hunts everything. He goes and fishes and like he's very outdoorsy. He loves the outdoors. And I've heard him bitch about those things before. So I think we do. I think. He bitches about ticks too all the time. Ugh, I hate those blood sucking fuckers. Oh, dudes, it's so humid out here. I like sitting I'm, like, tickled to death that I can feel the sun on my skin, but it's so freaking humid and it's annoying. But I am glad that I can see the sun and I can feel it and I can see the clouds and I can see the blueness of the sky. I never appreciated it so much until it was gone. Like, it legit looked like Silent Hill. Oh, it feels like you're an iron worker smelting iron when you walk into the sun here. Oh, I again, I do not envy you. There's this actually there's a couple in town that are still running. There's a couple places there's this iron like melting type of steel melting type factory. What's it called? My dad and my brothers have worked there before. My dad worked there many years. Uh, shit, Sandcast, I think it's called. But they like melt metal and shit like that. And then there's this other place called Clow, and they like have those them big ass pipes, metal pipes and shit like that. And I remember them bitching all the time about how hot it is in there. My uncle, he worked for many, many years and he would come home. I lived with my aunt and uncle for a little bit one time many years ago. And he'd come home and they'd have, work boots and safety hats and shit like that and gloves and everything. But he would have burn marks from where hot embers would get in his gloves or get in his boots, like burn his socks and pant legs and stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh my god, that is a shitty ass job." It was good money back then though. I don't know how much they pay these days, but that was where the good money was at that time. I know for a fact I wouldn't like to do that. That I don't like the fact that I'm sitting here right now, just sitting here talking and, like, rocking in this chair a little bit, and I'm, like, sticky sweaty. I hate that shit. So, I can only imagine being, in those metal freaking burning oh my god, molten ass metal. I pass on that. That's some man's work. That's a real man's job. I have some stuff I wanna do to my Mustang, but it's way too hot. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, what kind of Mustang do you have, and what year? I don't know a lot about cars, but I know my my mother's dream car is a Mustang. I think she said 1965, 60. I don't know, a 1960s Mustang. Oh, 1989. Ooh, nice. That was the year I was born. It is. Nice, a convertible. That would be lovely. I love convertibles. I can only imagine uh many years ago, my aunt and uncle, they had a convertible. I think it was dude, like I said, I'm not good with cars. I think it was like a Cadillac or I don't know. It was old and it was very square bodied convertible. The same Mustang like Vanilla Ice Sport and Ice Baby. So nice. See, they that's when Mustangs looked good back in those days. I mean, Mustangs are still beautiful cars regardless. I don't know a whole lot about cars, but I know, they're nice, but when they're older, there's just something about them, they look better. They were manufactured better. Our friend Chase, our family friend that we have, he has a Mustang. I forget what year it is. I think it's not that old. It's probably early 2000s. I don't know, 90s maybe. I can't remember, but it was fun riding around in that. Oh my god, I love this sun, but it's too hot. It's too hot. Now, if I were by a body of water where I could go and take a little dip real quick and then go sit back in the sun, then I'd be all right. But hang on, give me a second. I need to carry this shit. Oh, God. Hang on. That was a workout. Oh, hang on, babe. I'll get with you in a minute. Oh my God, that was so heavy. Hang on, let me catch my breath for a minute and I'll tell you what I just did. Oh my God, it was so heavy. That was a good workout. Let me wash my hands. You guys know how I'm OCD with something. I do have a touch of OCD. All right. Anyway, as you all know, I mean, if you don't know by now, then you must be living under a rock or something. But your girl has, put it, Luna, has cats. We got two cats. And I'm very OCD when it comes to cleaning their litter boxes. And, whew, all right. But once a month, We completely change and wash the litter box. And my mother did it the other day. And we pour we clean it out wherever. We pour the litter box, the rest of the litter, whatever. I'll get to your comment in a minute, babe. Whew. And this is a big litter box because this is for two big kitties. Well, one's big, one's little. But whew, we changed the litter completely. And we use trash bag, dump it in there, whatever. And then it's really fucking heavy. And oh shit, hang on, I gotta plug my phone in. And she changed it the other day and she didn't take it to the trash. She set it on the porch. So I walked out there and I seen it and I'm like, oh my God. So I had to lug it over to trash. It's really heavy, but so I don't blame her. And she is older. So I mean, she's not 50s. When you're in your 50s, that's like the new in your 40s these days. You probably wind up with blisters and stuff like all dead fish floating up. Yeah, exactly. Ew. Yeah, blistery grossness. You ever watch it? You know what? I've seen videos like that before, like little shorts and stuff like that. I wish that I don't think I could though. I'm not a very good animal trainer. I mean, these girls, they're good, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I guess just watch some fucking YouTube videos. Teach them how to go poo poo. I no, like I remember seeing it before though. Somebody like had this litter box thing that they fashioned to sit in their toilet, and they used that at first and then gradually they just like kind of just move the litter box so it's in the toilet. That would be nice. And then like Jinxie Cat, make them flush the toilet, teach them how to flush. Remember the show? Is it Meet the Fockers? Jinxie Cat. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Your girl's good now. Let's see what's going on here. I'm checking my Facebook. Okay, so you might think you're a man, so let me get your opinions on this. I barely trained my son to use the toilet. No way I could do it with a kid. Dude, I feel ya. I feel ya. I mean, I don't got kids, but I've helped raise a shit ton of children for many, many years. But I do not have any. So I completely understand the potty training process. Oh, good Lord. I couldn't do it. All right, since I have a man here, let me ask your opinion on this. So there's this older gentleman here that I have a POF. I don't use it for dating. I use it to potentially have a good conversation with somebody because I like to conversate. And I don't discriminate against men like some women do these days. There's a lot of man haters, and that's stupid. Nobody would be here on this earth without a male, and nobody would be this on this earth without a female. We are equal. We are essential to human life. But anyway, I just hope for good conversation, and then if it's decent, I'm like, okay, you can add me on Facebook. And then I have a process. And then I'm like, okay, we're talking. And once I get a vibe, I'm like, okay, you want to call me, like Facebook call and talk? Because it's much better for me to get a vibe off of somebody and like feel their energy and who they are through actual like voice to voice contact. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, and usually a lot of them don't want to do that. They'll come up with an excuse, because it's easier to manipulate somebody through text. So I'm like, okay, see ya. All right, bye. Moving on. But in those rare cases where the conversation is actually cool and I talk to them for at least like a few days before I let them get on my fake Facebook. And I'm like, okay, I'm very, 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 very cautious when it comes to dudes. Okay. Very cautious. Even just talking. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I will let you have my phone number. And I'll be like, all right, that's whatever, that's cool. We can text or you call. And then after I get a good vibe, because that's how I get the best vibe from somebody, then I'll be like, okay, uh, we can hang out, but you're going to either come here to where I know I'm safe and I can defend myself. I am not a helpless woman. I can defend myself. Just saying. That's why I'm not scared, but I'm cautious. I'm very smart. We're like, okay, well, you can come here, or we can meet at a mutual like spot. Like maybe if we have the same friend or something, and I'm like cool with that friend, like, all right, hey, so comes and hangs out. I don't know who this is. Decline. But anyway, this didn't even get past. Let me read this to you. So this is a man on here. He is 48 years old. And he lives in a small little country town that I know of. And I remember having a conversation with him. It was normal, just like, oh, hello, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good, thank you. And he's like, oh, you're very pretty, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. That's so kind of you. And, like, having a little chat back and forth, like, well, what are you up to today? Oh, I'm out getting some lunch. Oh, what are you having for lunch? Like, you know, just normal. Like, all right, you have a nice day, and hit me up sometime if you'd like. Well, it's totally fine. But then one day he messaged me and said, "Morning, sexy." After we haven't talked for a while, and I don't like that to begin with, because that already was giving me like vibes. And then I didn't answer to that because I never answer to that. I don't like it. Uh, he sent a message saying, do something about, you need that kitty, but he said the P word, 8 or something. And I was like, whoa, desperate for female attention, huh? Wow, how pathetic. I'm blasting you on my social media so my friends can see how desperate and immature a 50-year-old man is. And I blasted him, because that's what I do to douchebags like this. Oh, dear God in heaven. Hang on. Look, I guess we have a butthurt male. All right, hang on, babes. I'm going to jump off here already. It's been like 120 minutes. But thanks for coming and talking, Eric. Amanda, thank you for coming and talking. I love you guys. I'm not gonna play the outro music. I'm just gonna hop off here, but yeah, thank you guys for chatting. This video probably is gonna get taken down because of what we talked about, the truth. People can't handle the truth. But it is what it is. I will talk to you guys. If I don't talk to you this weekend, I'll talk to you Tuesday for something. But yeah, I love you guys. I wish you health, wealth, success, and happiness, and put the blessings and protection on every single one of you, okay? Bye. Talk to you later.